So we are done with the outlines using the chain stitch and the reverse chain stitch. Now I want to be using a slightly brighter, more poppy color, so I will be using this pink color. Again, this is a 6-stranded cotton and it's anchor thread. So now we will fill up these spaces with something that is called a satin stitch. I'm just going to bring out my needle from here and just simply put it back. Okay, first I'll create a framework. You just have to bring it out and put it back in again per the length of your the segment that you're trying to fill. I left some spaces in between so that I get a clear idea of how much I need to fill it up. Right, now I'll fill up the spaces. Again, if you want it to look much more fine, you can use 3-stranded cotton. That means you can split up this thread. It's very simple to do. Like this is your 6-strand cotton. Just separate like 3 strands of it all the way down and then use these 3 strands. So see, this has become much more thinner compared to this, so it will give your work a much finer look. Because I want a textured look, so I am using this 6-strand cotton. Right, now see this little space. Make sure that you follow the contours of your drawing of your pattern so that it looks like I want these indents, right? So I'll make sure that I follow this pattern, this curve. Let's say if somehow you are not able to get them straight, one thing that you can do to make your work easy is draw out lines like this, right? So that you don't go either this way or that way. You want straight lines, you want it to come out straight, so you can also do this. It will give a bit of framework to your stitches so that you don't make slanting stitches or stitches which are not in the direction in which you want them to be. So now I'll first fill it up along these lines. this stitch is quickly done because it's very simple. If you feel that you have detract from the outer line, you can always fill up in. So here we are at the last bit. And with this we finish our satin stitch. So you can see how a little pop of color just completely changes the way it looks, along with the brown earthy tones, this shade of pink. It really brings out bright colors. So this is called as the lazy daisy stitch. These flowers we will use, it's something akin to the chain stitch, just you can say it's more of a detached chain stitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a point and bring out our needle from here, bring it back in, take this thread, move it out of the way, bring it back in. So again create a loop and bring it out, right? Do you see it? And then put it back in to secure the loop. So I like a 5-petal flower. You can add bits here, in all the corners. You can add bits if you want to make it look a little fuller. I like 5 petals, so I'm going to stay with that. Similarly, I'm going to make these 2 flowers as well. So now that we have made these flowers, we'll fill the centers with what is known as French knots. The first thing you do is bring your thread out, take it like this, make 2 hoops on your needle, put it back in, pull this thread so that the structure here is taut, and then pull your needle, and that is your French knot. Again, pull out your needle, stretch your thread, make 2 loops on the needle, put it back in, stretch the thread again, and then pull it out. And with that, your flowers are complete. Now we will fill up all this empty space using long and short stitch and a mix of satin stitch.